Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm painting a noise marine box art style. With the model Prime Black, I begin with a dry brush of Pro Acryl dark warm grey across the entire model. It acts as a soft midtone and helps define the forms before I dive into details. Then I follow up with Pro Acryl Ivory, dry brushed more carefully across all the raised edges. This instantly brings out the shapes nicely. I lay down Citadel Magos Purple on the areas I want to end up pink around the model. Next, I base coat the armor and undersuit using Citadel Black Templar. It has a really nice bluish tone, which establishes a clean separation from the pink tones. Over the purple areas, I add Citadel Volupus Pink. It deepens the tone and gives the armor that corrupted, indulgent vibe the noise marines are known for. To bring life into the black armor, I use a makeup sponge and dab on a mix of coal black and Payne's grey. This gives a textured, cool-toned highlight with little effort. Still using a sponge, I stipple on pure Pro Acryl Payne's Grey to finish off the highlights of the black armor. I focus on areas facing directly towards the light source. The cloak is base coated with Pro Acryl Bright Neutral Grey. Back on the pink armor, I apply Pink Horror with a sponge. It sits cleanly over the base and creates a vibrant midtone. I follow with a first highlight using Citadel Emperor's Children. This color really starts to bring that iconic flamboyant pink to life. Be sure to leave some of the previous layers in the shadows and recesses. Then, I use Pro Acryl Pink for a final pass, highlighting the upper edges and pushing the saturation further. I go back and forth between the pink tones, layering and blending with the sponge until I'm happy with the transition. For the cloak highlight, I make a tiny sponge, grip it with tweezers, and gently tap on Vallejo off-white. This gives me control in hard-to-reach areas. I base coat all metal parts using scale 75 black metal. It's a gritty, dark metallic that sits beautifully under washes. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. It would really make my day. The white weapon panels and head are painted with Pro Acryl Bold Titanium White. All gold parts is coated with scale 75 Dwarven Gold. It goes on smooth and warm, giving the armor a regal but grimy edge. return to black metal briefly to fix some spots I missed earlier. For the hair, I go with Citadel Sybarite Green. Leather straps, belts and pouches are blocked in with Rhinox hide, giving them a dark, natural tone. Tubes get a base coat of bold titanium white. I want them bright so they can glow later when I apply contrast paint. For the flayed skin, I use Pro Acryl Red Grey. It has a desaturated, fleshy tone, perfect for something horrifying but grounded. The gold is shaded using Warpaint's Fanatic Warm Skin Shade. It settles into the recesses and shifts the tone slightly, which makes it feel aged and deep. The metal parts are shaded with grim dark shadow, deepening the steel and adding a bit of grime. Over the tubes I apply Citadel Warp Lightning. It creates a rich neon green tone thanks to the bright white underneath. I mix 1 part bright pale green with 8 parts glaze medium and brush this over the white weapon panels and head for a soft, glowing hue. I go back in with a clean brush and soak up any pools. After the shade, I re-establish the brightness by carefully layering back in some bold titanium white on upper parts of the panels and raised areas of the head. Then I recess shade the areas with Coelian green shade. To bring some shine to the metal, I highlight it using scale 75 thrash metal, working around the edges, raised areas and plates of the model. Next, I work on the gold using Pro Acryl Bright Gold, bringing back some rich highlight. I use a normal brush, almost like a dry brush, with just a little paint on to catch raised areas, leaving the deeper tones in the recesses. For the flayed skin, I apply Pro Acryl Beige Red as a mid-tone. I switch to a sponge and dab on Pro Acryl Tan Flesh as a highlight, creating realistic texture. I use Scale 75 Heavy Metal to highlight the metal and gold parts even further, now focusing mostly on edges, rivets and high points. Need some studio gear or hobby tools? I've included links to the products I use in the description below. If you make a purchase through those links, I get a small kickback at no extra cost to you. It's a fantastic way to support the channel. To highlight the tubes, I use bright pale green from Pro Acryl. On the weapon head, I dry brush bold titanium white with a normal brush, toning down the green a bit. The hair gets highlighted with bright pale green. I return to the flayed skin and give it a wash using Citadel Targor Rage Shade. The black armor is edge highlighted with Thunderhawk Blue from Citadel. It gives a subtle cold tone along the edges. Then I edge highlight the pink areas using Pro Acryl Pink, making the armor look sharper and more defined. use Vallejo French Mirage Blue to highlight the undersuit. For the leather, I highlight first with burnt sienna from Pro Acryl. Push it even further with shadow flesh, using it only on the highest creases and edges. The flayed skin gets a last pass with tan flesh on the outermost folds, scars and edges. With speed metal from scale 75, I do a final pass on metallic details, this time focusing on the brightest rivets and sharpest corners. I prep the surface with contrast medium, and then blend warp lightning into the shadows, and striking scorpion green into the highlights, creating a strong warp energy glow. lenses are coated with striking scorpion green and a highlight of bright pale green. For one last edge highlight on the black armor, I use Citadel Fenrisian Grey. To wrap it up, I glaze the hair and tubes with 1 part bright yellow green and 4 parts glaze medium, creating variation and nice shifting tones. And that's it. Once the rim has dried, this noise marine is ready for the battlefield. Hope you liked the final result. Feel free to leave a comment with any question. And don't forget to like and subscribe.